Just back from my run. Straight into a plank. My body's warmed up, my muscles are warmed up. I guess the adrenaline's still there. This is probably a good time to plank. I used to plank when I got straight out of bed. I'd wake up, come downstairs and plank instantly. Still half asleep. That was the habit. For a long time that was the habit, and then I'd go for a run. I've switched it to wake up, have a coffee, run, then plank. But the plank is the non-negotiable daily habit that I've committed to. The run is the kind of the bonus habit that I haven't made any verbal commitment to. But I've run every day. I've run 495 days out of 500. So it's kind of an unspoken one, but I don't want to lock myself into running every day, because at some point I think I'm going to let up on the running, but I'm never going to let up on the plank, because it was the plank that was my proof of concept for the power of 5 minutes a day. Because the whole idea of the plank was find something I can do forever, or with no end date, with no known end date. So I will always have, no matter where I am in the world, no matter what's happening, unless it's a catastrophic emergency, I will always have 5 minutes and a plank of and a patch of floor every day of my life. I rarely get ill. I've had a couple of days in bed since I've started planking, but I've always managed to roll out of bed and hold energy for 5 minutes and then get back into bed. I think I had 3 days in bed in 2 years. I think that was when there was a load of viruses and bugs going around a couple of years ago, or maybe last year. That was last March 2022, I think it was. And very recently, I was sick. I got food poisoning. And I was wiped out for 24 hours. I had no energy at all. I was actually in bed for 24 hours. And I got out of bed to plank and then got back into bed. In the early days, it used to hurt my lower back. I've actually somewhat healed a chronic back injury through planking. I've somewhat straightened out my spine and strengthened my back muscles and straightened my posture by doing this every day. I used to suffer from chronic back pain. I've got 2 crushed vertebrae, exposed nerve damage, very, very debilitating pain. Every few months my back would go and I'd have to stay in bed for a couple of days. That was a pattern for years and years. That doesn't happen anymore. I'm 45. That's 5 minutes. Same again tomorrow.